Also, about to go for a swim. Still trash all over the floor. Still bunch of trash, and these things aren't like set up correctly and they keep falling. I have to put screws in the wall. It's coming along though, you know, getting this place set up. All right. This is just like a whole bunch of dirty, clean laundry. And so I'm just gonna do laundry and get ready. There's just like a huge mess in this place as always, but like it's getting a little better. I think, like, I really believe that the way that the inside of your house looks is like reflective of the inside of your mind. So as you clean your mind, as you get your mind sorted and you figure out like what's going on and why you're thinking certain things, why you're feeling a certain way, whatever, as you do that, naturally your place gets cleaner too. It's just like this amazing like correlation, you know? And maybe there isn't a causation, maybe the cause is some kind of external factors or whatever, but you know, like your sleep got better, so you just became more organized or whatever. But like whatever it is, there is a correlation between what the inside of your place looks like and what the inside of your mind looks like. And so hopefully as I'll get this place cleared up, and then on top of that I'll have a lot more nice decor like this one. And you know, it can't be too expensive because, you know, we're trying to make a profit here, not trying to spend everything on a rental. But yeah, I might go check out some IKEA like shelves and stuff like that for that room over there. It's got like high ceilings, so maybe just boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, and it's cool to watch everything kind of like pan out, you know? Like I always get in these like really panic phases where I'm like, it's never gonna happen, I can't do it, I'm never gonna move forward, I can't stop sneezing. I always get in these panic phases like I'm never gonna like figure it out. I'm not gonna reach the finish line. Like for me, the finish line is getting this place rented out. That's the finish line for me. Getting this place rented out so then I can finally be back on the road. And I won't have a place to live, but you know, it won't be my place, but I'll have places to rent. And I think the future is transitional living, you know, right? I mean, not the future, but like the future meaning the next decade, I think is going to be transitional living. You know, maybe not like short-term Airbnbs, but transitional living, like living in a place temporarily, because you don't know what's going to happen next in the world. You don't know you don't feel comfortable settling down yet. You don't feel comfortable buying a house. A lot of people are breaking up in their relationships and ending up as nomads, you know, ending up kind of like in this wishy-washy transitional period. So transitional living, I think, for a recession is a great moneymaker. You know, there's all kinds of real estate and people are like, yeah, there's going to be a real estate crash, but like at the end of the day, humans still exist. Humans need a place to exist as we are figuring out what the next place is. And to me, what better way to exist than, you know, in a transitional living place. And so, like, I don't know if I've sold transitional living to anyone, but that's certainly what I'm doing for myself. You know, what I'm doing with these furnished places is really to just focus on, you know, I used to do short-term rentals exclusively, and then the cities didn't allow it, and I was like, getting in trouble, and then I got freaked out, and I was like, oh no, like I have to shut it down, I have to sell everything. But then I was like, well, maybe I don't have to sell everything. Maybe I can focus on transitional living. And honestly, for the past, since January, it has really worked out for me. It has really worked out. And it's what I want to do with this place too. And I'm even thinking about building a whole business model around it for other people, provided these go well. And the cool thing is that these two properties are models. So meaning like they're what I'm gonna model other things after. And it's a house and a condo, so they're both different. So I'll get to see, and then one is in Dallas, one is out in the suburbs. So I'll get to see like how they do, depending on what kind of foot traffic it gets, like what kind of people it gets. And then I can like make more decisions based off of that. I will be focusing on this niche for now as I discover and expand and see different types of things. So anyway, it's exciting. I love business. It's scary too though, and I panicked, because like I have, at the end of the day, like, unless you're working with a partner or whatever, like, there's no one to pick you up but yourself if shit hits the fan. And with real estate, shit hitting the fan means so many different things. Like, there's just so much that could go wrong. And I'm just like terrified about it going wrong and then me ending up like just with this crazy situation. So I don't know if that makes sense, but the next like promise to myself is basically my goal is really to cut down on the weed, to cut down on the Delta 8, even though I'm selling it. So I'm supposed to tell you guys that I'm, like doing it all the time and it's great. And like, it is actually great and I do it all the time, but like, I do need to cut down. I want to replace it, and I want to wean off of it. Like, I don't want to stop it all of a sudden, but I want to like slowly but surely, as I'm getting this place cleaned up, get my body cleaned up, and slowly but surely replace that with more sleep. And I was watching a YouTube video and they were like, what can, how do you get off of it? How do you, and really essentially the whole point of Delta 8 is that it makes you relax. It just makes you incredibly relaxed. It makes your muscles relax and your mind is moving slowly. And so how do you replace that? How do you substitute that? Well, you just got to do things that will make your body do those things. Slow down. You need to like slow down the stressors in your life. You need to cut back on all the noise. Like, I have so many texts coming to my phone, so many phone calls, so much stuff. And these are things that I created. I made these phone calls or connections or whatever, like these are things that I initiated, but like I've initiated too many. So I need to like start cutting down or at least consolidating the way that I respond. Like, maybe have one day where I respond to like phone calls, texts, emails, stuff like that. And then, like just become a more relaxed person, get massages more often, sleep longer every night. So the YouTube video that I was watching, which I love YouTube because I get to learn about these things, but the YouTube video that I was watching suggested 9 hours of sleep. So that's what I'm going to aim for, is 9 hours of sleep, which is, it's more than the recommended, minimum amount. But these people that were suggesting it seemed pretty successful, and they seemed pretty happy about the way they did it, and they were, former potheads. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get like longer sleep, and I can now because I've set up the system that is free, financially freeing me up, So 9 hours of sleep if you can, and then other things that'll just make me more relaxed, moving to a cheaper country. I think it's a big one for me because I'm always so worried about money. Like, that's my number one stressor. So if I can remove that money anxiety by moving to a country that's a lot cheaper, such as Mexico, and, you know, I don't think I'm crazy because, like, so many people that I know are there, and, like, it, you know, it doesn't have to mean that you live there forever. It just means that you, for the time being, you don't have to spend as much money on everything that you do because you're in a place that's a lot cheaper. And, you know, it's so cheap for me to go to Mexico. Like, it's even cheaper for me to go to Mexico City than it is to anywhere else in the United States. It's $56 for me to fly directly to Mexico City from here in Dallas. That and anywhere else in the United States, hundreds of dollars. You know what I mean? For flying. It's like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I go to Mexico? You know, it's just like a given. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And hopefully I'll be able to show you like a way, way, way cleaner version of this place. This place is so messy and I got like so much garbage on camera. I should have like cleaned it before. I'm gonna do my hair, makeup today so it looks better.